Real Estate Talk.
Jeff again with the Valhalla Ventures, ReGuideService.com, ReGuideService.com. Wanted to talk to you about my idea of keeping up with the Joneses. My idea is a little bit different than a lot of people's. I'm not so much interested in what kind of car someone has or house they have. Not even really that interested in knowing what kind of assets they have that are paying them dividends. I mean, I guess that's mildly interesting. But more what I'm interested in is what other people know. Keeping up with the Joneses for me has not been about keeping up and having the same kind of car, but having the same abilities to get that car. And how do they do it? Did the Joneses pay cash, or what? How'd they do it? Knowledge. That's what I want. I want to know information. And so here's some information for you. You need to make sure you're constantly keeping up with information, because that information is always changing. As interest rates go up, as cap rates on commercial barely go up, you're going to have to start really paying attention to your numbers, because there's been such an increase over the last 3 or 4 years in the valuation of commercial properties, that you're going to have cash on cash situations that are not looking near as good as what they once did, but people being desperate to get into the market or get into it. If interest rates go up, if the general public is turned off to the idea of paying extra money for those extra things because they just don't have it, if there's a recession or a downturn in people's ability, there's going to be a big issue of getting out of those commercial buildings that you've bought without enough cash flow. The big thing about having cash flow and making sure that your property is going to be profitable is making sure that it's going to be profitable in the good times and the bad times. I mean, sure, make that money whenever things are great, but you need to be able to cut back and say, okay, I'm not going to be able to charge the rents that I was charging. So I'm going to have to cut back here, and here, but I'm still going to be able to manage to pay my mortgage, pay my note, pay the maintenance, the upkeep, the management, all the things that need to be taken care of. Right now, we're in a kind of a weird situation. You really need to pay attention to that kind of stuff. Look at what the markets are doing. Look at what rentals are doing. Look at availability. Pay attention to what's going on with the Joneses. All right? Be blessed. Bless others. ReGuideService.com, ReIGuideService.com, the Valhalla Ventures. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Later.